Hey, how's it going, everyone? So what am I working on now? Well, I got a pair of knock sensors out of a 2004 6-liter Chevy Silverado. It's the same knock sensors used from 99 to 2006 in the 4.8, 5.3, and 6.0s. It might have been used on some, I believe it was used on the 5.7s also, the LSs, even though these are technically not LSs, although they share everything identical to an LS. Anyway, so I'm making another video, and I showed testing and everything else, and how I took them out, and how one of them is not working the way it's supposed to. So I want to show you that because I want to cut these open because I'm really, really curious. I've never opened one up, so I have no idea what's even inside of them. I know they're supposed to have, like, I could be wrong on this, I didn't research it. I believe they have what's called piezo crystals, but I'm not positive. And what they do is, as they're agitated by detonation, pinging, whatever, knocking, they change resistance, and quickly, like instantly. And that is what the computer sees to know how to adjust timing. So both of them test really close to each other. However, one of them doesn't do anything. So that's why I want to cut it open. But let me show you what I am talking about. So here I have the two on a bench. And I replaced these last year or 2 years ago. And I believe, I'm 99% sure, these were CarQuest premiums, but I can't guarantee it. I'm pretty sure, because that's normally who I deal with is Advanced Auto Parts whenever I can. Advanced, sometimes Napa, sometimes O'Reilly's, obviously sometimes AutoZone. But it seems that wherever I'm at, it's always Advanced Auto Parts because they seem to be local to me all the time, or really close to me. Every time. So, what do I want to show you here? All right. So, got my meter here. So now, just checking resistance here. 0.99 kilo ohms. Now I'm going to exaggerate it a little bit. And you see some movement in there. It's actually not extreme. It's not a lot. The ones that are good actually read quickly and read quite a bit more than what that is. Now check this one out. Same thing, it'll read pretty darn close, right? 99.7. No change at all. None whatsoever. Why is that? I don't know. I don't know. But what I want to do is I'm going to cut this thing open. There was a rash of these sensors being fake. And what they had inside of them was just a resistor. So it would keep the light off for a short period of time, and then after a while the computer says, the resistance is right, and I know you're driving. Why am I not seeing change? I should see some change. Remember how the other one was changing? Not a lot, but it was changing. So that one might just be a dead one. I'm really curious if this is a counterfeit one. The counterfeit one, what they did was, on the inside, people have cut them open, on the inside there was just a resistor. It did not have the piezo crystals or whatever the heck they're called. Like I said, I've never actually opened one up to know, but I'm about to do that. So I'm going to open them both up because I just want to see. So all I did was I went with a bench grinder and I just started grinding the edge of this off. Interesting. Just a resistor in there. Okay. Okay, so that was the one that wasn't reading right. Let me go, it's a little hot, that's why I stuck it in there. Let me go and let me grind this one open, because this one did get some kind of a change. I'm curious now. Okay, here's the other one. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Is that what they're even supposed to look like on the inside? Sorry. I don't think so. Was it coincidence? Dang, I wish I had another knock sensor that I could look at. And I don't have one here. I don't think. Let me look around. Maybe I do have a knock sensor. Let me look around. So I did not have a knock sensor around. So let's just see. This one here that I'm looking at, this one was the one that was actually giving me a reading. So let me just see something here. Just doing this. So now we got the reading on the meter. See how much it jumps? Okay. And this is the one that wasn't giving me any kind of a reading before. And it barely moves. Okay, what I did do is I researched a little bit and I learned that this is how these things are supposed to look. And that is the piezo whatever thing. I don't know how this works. I'll be honest with you, I haven't the slightest idea how this works. But what I want to try is, that's the piece inside there, that white piece. That's the piece that actually picks up the detonation in the motor to help change the timing. So what I want to do is, I want to do this. I want to switch the bases. So now remember, this top was originally in that base. So this top, it wasn't really giving much of a reading at all. It was hardly doing anything. So let's see now if it changes anything. Oops, my meter went out. Hold on. I could do alert. Okay. Just to turn it back on. Okay. And you see it jumps around. It jumps up pretty high too. So now let's go to this one. Now watch, this is going to read fine probably, right? Let's see. I'm going to have to get educated on how these things actually work. I mean, I thought I had a general idea, but I guess I don't. So now, let me just get this in there. Yeah, and no reading. Okay, so the problem, whoops, the problem is obviously in this wafer in the bottom, which is apparently those piezo crystals that I was telling you about. But honestly, I don't know how in the world this thing's supposed to work. I don't know how that changes anything. If I go here, and I just clamp down there, and go here, I get the 99.8. Okay? That's because I'm losing contact. That's why I moved. But see, nothing changes. Nothing changes. I don't know how in the world that thing actually works. I have no idea. All right. Well, interesting to me. I mean, I know I had one bad sensor there at the very least, and was the other one moving enough to generate the signal that the computer needed to see? Because the codes that it was setting was for basically inactivity or not enough activity. So, all right. I just thought that was interesting. I've never seen inside a knock sensor before, not one of these at least. I know I have one of these things at home, so I'm curious what a factory GM one, I know I have a factory GM one at home. I'm really curious what that looks like. So I might make another video on that. I'll have to find it and bring it in. I mean, shoot, I got 4 of these LS motors, or Vortec motors, whatever you want to call them, because they're not technically LS, because they're not out of like a Corvette or a F-body. Anyway, all right, so I hope you got something out of it. It was just interesting to me. So, all right, hopefully you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you're good, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.